for over 17 years. While she specializes in business law, intellectual property, and tech law, she has devoted considerable time, almost 100 hours per year, to volunteering as a guardian ad litem for kids in foster care through the Legal Aid Society of the Orange County Bar Association. In addition, Suzanne has served on numerous local boards of directors over the years, including Hope and Help and the Victim Service Center of Orange County, the area's rape crisis center. When asked what makes her qualified to talk about consent, Suzanne stated that it comes with 56 years of being the proud owner of a vagina. And of course, we have the technically terrific Tyler. Everyone say hi, Tyler.
Hi again.
Hi, Tyler.
Hello. So throughout the games and the event in general, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to either unmute yourself or pop them in the chat and I will see them. And also fair warning, if you're participating in the scavenger hunt for those coveted points, your camera is required to be on to show us your items. So thank you all for coming and let's get started to have some fun. So to practice, please introduce yourself, preferably with your camera on, and turn your so we can practice if you're having a good day, turn your camera on, and if you're having a bad day, turn your camera off. So let's see.
You want the camera up?
Oh, I've got 4 cameras on. That's 4 people having a good day. Well, I know. So I guess 7. 7 of us are having a good day. Everybody else, I am sorry your day is not good. I hope we make it better for you. And then for chat practice, if anyone is able to introduce yourselves in the chat, your name, where you are, where you work, why you're at this event, how you got here, maybe even use an emoji. Let's all get to know each other.
The pressure is incredible. I'll go first. I'm David Goldstone. I live in Orlando, Florida. I've never met any of these people before. I'm here to support Maya because I'm supportive of everything that she does. My pronouns are he, him, and dad. And I think this is a really important topic because I am a small business owner, and a lot of my clients ask me questions about what they can and cannot do in their workplace. So this is something that I'm looking forward to hearing insights on. And I had a
Thank you
great
for sharing.
day.
I'm so glad you had a great day. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, we've got some introductions in the chat. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Amy. Thank you,
You're
Anthony.
welcome.
Thank you, Maya. Okay, so I will, at this point, hand it off to Maya for our first game.
Wonderful. Let's do some trivia, shall we?
Sure.
Let's do trivia.
Bear with me while I get it open. I'm doing a lot at once.
No worries. While Tyler is sharing those slides, I will let you know as we do the trivia, each slide is going to have a little bit of a different rule set, and I'll go over those as we get to them, okay?
Okay.
Haha.
There.
We have slides.
Mm-hmm.
So we have our wonderful trivia game today on consent, our much to discuss game night event. So we have some rules. Like I said, each round has a different way to respond, and you must respond in that format with the correct answer to win the round. The host, has final decision making for points awarded, and I will write down the points won by each player. Each item, wow, is worth 1 point. So let's get to our first question. A trained professional, unlicensed staff member, or impartial observer who accompanies a patient during a medical procedure is referred to by the term what? And for this one,
I just have to fix the share because it was showing the answers, I think.
Ooh.
So I'm going to try it again. Sorry about that.
You are good.
All right.
For this one, because I realized I don't have it on the PowerPoint. Let's have whoever can put it in the chat first. So is it A, victim blaming, B, vulnerability, C, medical chaperone, D, consent, or E, all of the above are true? So whoever,
Oh.
all right, we've got our first correct answer. So it is C, medical chaperone. So that is typically a same gender person. Of course, all the other terms are relevant as well. People may think, for example, in a medical setting, that somehow we should have known better to be victimized and to engage in victim blaming. But the reason a medical chaperone is needed is because we're vulnerable to abuse in a medical environment and during medical procedures. We may not be in a position to give or feel like we can give informed consent. So let me take note of the points here and we will move on to our next question. Let's do the first one to raise their hand in the little participant window. The first one to raise their hand will be able to answer. Oh, we've got Jeff
we
and
didn't
Oh,
we didn't
let
read the
me-
question.
yeah, let me read the question. So which of the following is true about a male celebrity? A, Anita Hill helped victims of sexual harassment and assault. B, Terry Crews was a victim of sexual harassment and assault. C, Fatima Goss Graves helped victims of sexual harassment and assault. D, Jerry Trainer was a victim of sexual harassment and assault. Or E, none of these are true. So first one to raise their hand in the chat gets to answer. Any ideas? Oh, that works. So B, that is correct. So Terry Crews was a victim,
right?
Yes, the answer is B. Terry Crews was a victim of sexual harassment and assault. Anita Hill is not male, but did help victims of sexual harassment and assault. Fatima Goss Graves is also not a male, but did help victims of sexual harassment and assault. And Jerry Trainer helped protect children from being victimized, namely on Nickelodeon sets. And then for the next question, let's do first person to turn on their camera and raise their hand on screen. Can we see that in this formatting?
Yes.
Wonderful. So first person, once I've read the question, to raise their hand on their camera will answer. So which of the following is not a key event to help sexual violence victims? A, in 1972, when Title IX expanded sexual harassment protections. B, in 2022, when a TikTok trend went viral worldwide, showing that 97% of women have been victims of sexual harassment. C, showing solidarity with sexual violence survivors and advocate for prevention by joining in a Take Back the Night event. D, none of the above are key events. Or E, all of the above are key events. And Tyler, I'm going to need you to tell me who raised their hand first, if possible, please.
Jessica and Amy both have their hands up. I'm not sure which one was up first.
I'll let
Go ahead.
Amy do it. They have
Oh,
Amy.
I
Because
think
Amy,
it's-
I know the answer.
I
Because
think it's all
I'm
of the
on
above.
original committee.
Amy, what'd you
Okay.
say?
I think it's all of the above.
That is correct. The answer is E. All of these are important events. They demonstrate that advocacy and support can happen in all kinds of different ways with legislation, but also with our own actions in showing support and sharing our own stories with others. And our last trivia question, we are going to have you, once I read the question, we are going to have you shout it out, and whoever says it first will get the point. So which is true about the prevalence of sexual violence in the group mentioned? A, 1/2 of transgender people experience sexual abuse or assault in their lifetime. B, 1/3 of women globally experience intimate partner violence or sexual violence in their lifetime. C, 1/10 of elderly people experience abuse or sexual abuse in a year. D, none of the above are true. Or E, all of the above are true.
All of
E.
the above.
With an indictment of Jones.
We have an answer.
Who was that? Who was that?
It was Osma.
All right. So that is correct. E, all of the above are true, and it is probably just as shocking to you as it was to me.
Mm-hmm.
All righty.
Tells us he has other qualms with
So
Scandal-
thank you so much. And congratulations, we've got a good spread of points on the board as we move into our wonderful next event.
Mr.
We don't
Self.
have
Oh.
we don't have an individual winner for that one this time, do we?
No, we do not. So let's introduce Suzanne for our second game.
Hello.
Executing individuals from a public official.
Okay, so Maya, you're gonna have to explain how this works. I don't know.
Which represents.
Okay.
But
So-
would actually be a-
Keeping a point tally. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So the way this is going to work is, Tyler, do we have music for this?
Mm.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I think I
So-
lost the tab when I opened. Hold
We'll
on
find
one
out.
second. I definitely
So-
have it. It's just in the wrong place.
We do have a set of rules. So we'll all need webcams on. We'll show various items on the slide, and everyone, I believe it is 45 seconds, a limited time, per letter. And then once you're back in your seat, by the time the countdown ends, as it says, the first person back will show their items. The host will get to decide, will get to divvy up points. And Suzanne, I will pass it off to you, and I will be here if you need me.
Okay.
And I can
All
see
right.
everyone, so if that's helpful, I can see everyone.
All right. So the scavenger hunt rules, do I need to go over those again, or are we just gonna start with C?
That is up to you.
Okay. So all players need to turn on their webcam so that we can know who arrives first. You must show all 3 items on the slide, and sometimes the items don't seem specific, and they're just fun metaphors or related ideas, and you get to decide what object is representative. All players will have a limited time per slide to find all 3 items, and they must come back to the starting position before the countdown ends to qualify. You need to rush and find the items in your house and show them on the webcam within the time. And only the first one back with all 3 items gets to show them. If they're disqualified, next person's up. I get to decide who wins. I love that. Each item is worth 1 point. All right. So we're going to start with the letter C. Your word: cup, cell phone, and contusion.
Cell phone.
You tell us when to go, and
All
I'll
right,
start
go.
the countdown.
I'll
Cell
say
phone.
go.
Cell phone.
It is when the music stops, when the 45 seconds are up, we will analyze items. You've got 45
Okay.
seconds.
It's so fun.
So do you want me to tell why these items now, or
We can do that when everyone gets back.
that sounds good to me. I like that.
I'm very excited to see what everyone comes up with for contusion.
Is it we need all 3 items or just one?
However many you've got.
Whatever you
Whatever.
can find.
Yeah.
Okay. I have all
I'm looking
three.
for as many as you can put together.
I haven't heard any music yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
did it
music
not
never
play?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
The music did not play.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I got a
Where
cup.
is?
All
I got a
right.
cell
Hang
phone
on.
that the cat is trying to eat, and I have a contusion on my chest.
Cannot see you. Hang on.
Hmm.
Are you trying to eat my cell phone?
Oh, we got a different cat this time.
Maya, would you like to introduce this cat?
As a C, we will do the cat text once
Yeah.
Suzanne has explained all
Let's
of her
see.
items.
Okay. All right. I'll go through the explainer part.
I got a
So
cup.
at a bar, you can ask for an angel shot, aka call me an Uber, and an angel shot with a lemon, aka I am in danger.
Oh.
The contusion. Sexual violence can happen at all ages. It's the attempted or threatened violence that is sexual in nature, including rape, sexual abuse, harassment, exploitation, forced prostitution, aka human trafficking, SGBV, date rape, female circumcision, honor killings, marriage of a child, and other forced marriages. And the violence can be physical, emotional, or psychological, and can involve socioeconomic deprivation. The cell phone. Use your cell phone to watch videos and learn about consent and its importance in the consent and quiet onset. And of course, use your phone to call for help if you are ever in a problematic situation. Okay. So next we have.
And wait, there are some organizations that give people cell phones to just call 911 in case they can't afford it and stuff.
And you can, I mean, if you need to, you can always ask, like, yeah, there's stranger danger, but you can ask somebody in a store or behind the counter at the bar, whatever, and you can expect help from, somebody who is there in a space where you can see them and they're by their role, they're not in a position to harm you. And you can always ask someone to call for you. Most people will. Are we ready for H?
Sure.
Okay. We have house keys, a hand, and hashtag. That'll be fun. All right. Ready, set, go.
We should have music this time.
We
Okay.
do not hear music.
Yeah.
How about now?
Nope.
No? Oh,
Nope.
all right. I tried.
Maya can sing.
I will find smooth jazz.
I have house keys in a hand.
Can you turn on your video?
Yeah, our video's on.
Okay. And see, I can't see anyone except for me and Maya.
Oh,
Really?
if you click the little grid button at the top, you should be able to see more people.
What does it say?
I don't have the grid button at the top here.
Uh-oh.
Neither.
It should say
Yeah.
view, and then you should be able to select a different side of a different kind of view.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. I'm not seeing it.
That's
Okay.
so weird. In any case, David and Amy, I guess we're both back at the same time.
Ah,
So
There we
I
go.
defer to Amy. She's much older.
All right,
wiser,
Amy, let's see
wiser.
what you got.
I have house keys and I have my hand. And I don't have a hashtag.
Okay. Does
Can you see
anybody
me?
have more than two?
I do. Hello, this is Anthony, if you still
Hi,
can't see.
Anthony.
I don't know quite if this counts. Um, I typed the pound sign in a note on my phone. It is indeed a hashtag, and I have my house keys and car keys, and here is my hand.
Okay.
Going on a lot of technicalities, I realize.
Has anybody got a better representation of a hashtag?
Does everybody what?
A better representation of a hashtag.
I have a hashtag.
That's basically the
There
same.
you go.
All right, I'm going to give it to Anthony since he got it to us first.
I made a hashtag
Uh-huh.
So did Anthony.
because I'm competitive.
I know.
okay.
All right. Like, get in. Okay, so why house keys? Our homes are where we teach our children many lessons. Remember, never force kids to give people hugs, even yourself, if they don't want to. This is one of the most basic ways that we can help kids understand consent. Hashtag, we use them every day. Me Too movement, founded by Tarana Burke, to support sexual violence survivors, especially low wealth people of color, and advocate for related legislation and policies. The hand. On our infographic, which you'll get at the end of the event, there are many reasons that we included a hand. First, people use their hands in ways that we don't want them to. Second, we use a hand to say stop. Third, you can make the help sign, the help me symbol in sign language behind your back to get help. Fourth, people use hands to show support for each other. So those are our H's. All right, are we ready for the next one?
Can you show us what the hand looks like when you're asking for help?
Maya, do you know the help?
Can grab it. Just give me 1 second.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
This I can do.
Mhm.
I can come back to me on that. I've
Okay,
got you.
yeah.
will do.
All right, so while Maya's finding that for us, open communication, opposition, and origami. Ready, set, go. Tyler, you got music for us this time?
I don't know why it's not working because on my
Here.
share screen, I clicked the sound button. So I'm not entirely sure why it's not playing, but I have it playing.
We're going to MacGyver this.
MacGyver the origami.
Can we hear this?
Mhm.
I have both of them on, so I'm not sure.
Never mind.
Well, don't go off of me because I can hear mine. We got 10 seconds left, everyone. I'm mostly using it to keep time.
Fair.
And it's time. Okay. Time has been called.
Okay, what do we have?
Anthony and David both really want this prize.
No,
Right?
I don't want Anthony to win.
Neither do I want you to win.
He has better hair than I do, and I take that personally. So I have headphones with a microphone for open communication. I have a white glove for stop, for opposition. And I have an
it.
origami paper airplane.
Ah. All right, we're gonna give those three to David. That's perfect. I like that.
All right, Anthony,
Yeah.
bring it.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
I
hear you got game.
I have been preemptively humiliated. As far as open communication, I have my journal.
Okay.
Communication could be with the self, a little bit of introspection, I have for origami 2/3 of what would have been an airplane had I had more time. And as far as opposition, I have a deck of Italian playing cards. This is something you would play with an opponent.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still gonna give it to David though.
As would I.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna
So-
owe Anthony dinner anyway, so it's okay.
Is important. It's an important value associated with consent. As you know, always, if you're consenting to something, it has to be clear. So open communication is key. Opposition. Take opportunities to show solidarity with sexual violence survivors and advocate for prevention of sexual violence, like Take Back the Night events, and support people who are active in their opposition. Origami, I don't know. We got some airplanes going on. Let's move on to I.
Wait,
Real quick. So
Okay.
origami is a little bit of a metaphor here for a couple different things. You've got a good and you've got a bad. So our bad is origami consists of folding, which can be another word to be described or to define giving into coercion. However, on the brighter side, origami is taking that folding and making something beautiful out of it, such as giving your support to survivors sharing their stories and making everyone a little bit more aware and a little bit more conscious, making something beautiful out of something that really shouldn't be. And our help me sign is you're going to do a B in sign language. So it's these 4 fingers and you're going to fold over, and that is help me. So it's this.
Oh.
Help me.
Oh.
Back to
Thanks,
you,
Maya.
Suzanne.
All right. So we're going to move on. Next letter is an I. And our words are, I, inequity, and individual. I, inequity, and individual.
we're really challenging everyone today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready, set, go.
Clock has begun.
Okay.
Good question.
I'm going to dance to imaginary music.
I can hear the music. 10 seconds left.
All right.
Okay, and that's time.
All right. What do we got? Who's got what?
Ice. Ice.
All right, you've got ice.
Got ice.
Do you have anything for inequity or individual?
Individual. Just me.
Okay, so you've got 2.
Uh-huh.
I
Does
might
anybody else have anything for inequity?
I might.
For
Okay.
inequity. Oh, sorry.
So Inequity would be this. It's a big house and not everybody has a big house,
Mm.
right? So that's inequity, right? Then I have
Nice.
this. This is a Magritte postcard. It has ice on the mountain and snow. And then
Nice.
individual. I love this postcard. Individual. Because each one is
Nice.
distinct
Yeah.
individual.
I was gonna say I love that. That's Magritte. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember I was telling you I have all these Magritte postcards? My favorite
Uh-huh.
Oh,
painter.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I gotta
I like
say,
that.
David, that one that you just knocked it out of the park, man. That was
Well,
really great.
I'm here to impress you. And Anthony, I'm still gonna buy you dinner. Hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing, guys. Keep going.
That one was pretty. All right.
And and Amy and David, are you
Oh, I'm sorry. I
related
forgot to do the
to
what about?
to
on.
Maya?
I'm Maya's aunt.
What?
I'm
You're
Maya's
Maya's
aunt.
aunt.
Right.
Oh.
Okay. But I'm sorry. I almost moved on before I gave you the notes on the why ICE and inequity and individual. ICE, purchase and tell friends about devices that help protect against and warn about date rape drugs in your drink. These are typically odorless, colorless substances that go in your drink. But you can use nightcap drink covers, CYD drink spike test, a little strip that you can test your drink with if you don't know if you set your drink down for a second. So there are ways to test now and to prevent people from getting anything in your drink.
Wow.
Inequity, 4% male, 21% female. That's the statistics on U.S. military cadets and midshipmen reported unwanted sexual contact. 44% male and 21% of female U.S. military cadets and midshipmen. That's huge. Also, in 10 states, still, there's marital rape, and it's treated differently than non-marital rape. Those states are Connecticut, Idaho, Michigan, Mississippi, Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Virginia. And as a proud Alabamian, I have to say I'm surprised that my home state is not on there. But that suggests some inequity about what consent means for women once they're married.
You're a blue dot in the sea of red, Suzanne.
I am yes, I definitely am. Have always been. Individual, we are all individuals, and respecting each other's boundaries is an important value on the topic of consent. And yeah, that's the thing. All right, moving on. Letter C. We have another C. Our letters are camera, childhood, and chaperone. Let's see what you got. Ready, set, go.
As y'all are going, I can show you one thing you might have for childhood. I have those stickers that Trader Joe's gives you in the checkout because I like
I'm like,
them.
everyone is gonna, I mean, cameras, like we have them, they're in everything
In
now,
the phone.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm looking at a camera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm
interested
looking
to see what people are going to come up with for chaperone.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Oh, I have a chaperone.
Are we about to have another pet tax?
Ooh. And that's time.
All right. Show them if you got them. What you got?
Wow.
This is my chaperone.
Oh,
Hello.
I go home tomorrow. So.
What?
I said I miss my puppies. I'm on the road this week, and I go home tomorrow, so I get to see them tomorrow night.
good.
So okay, who's got 1, 2, 3? How many items you find?
Anthony's raising
Two.
his
I do
hand.
have three. I do have three.
All right, Anthony, bring it.
For childhood, I have a Lego Darth Vader.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dum 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 dum
Dum da dum dum da dum.
I
And for
can't-
camera, this may seem a bit like a cheap cop out. My apologies. I do have my phone camera.
That's kind of what I expected everyone to be like. Camera. Okay.
And as for chaperone, I suppose it's too late in the game to want to be able to change my answer, but I have a cross necklace here. Thinking about, the presence of God in my life.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Does anyone have does anyone want to challenge Anthony's?
Want somebody to challenge God?
There you go.
So I have a camera.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think his camera beats yours.
I have headphones that I used to listen to my music from my Walkman, and my mom is on the call, so I guess she's technically my chaperone.
And your
I'm
childhood.
going to give Anthony 2 of the points and David 1 of the points. I'm giving David the 1 for the camera because that was really.
Well,
I like
don't
the
think I
old
should
school
get any
camera.
points because I don't want to take anything away from God. So go ahead and give Anthony all the points.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's bad juju.
Do we
he has
wanna-
ceded it to you, Anthony?
Do we want to give each
Okay.
a point, or do we want to just? This is
You
up to
are
you.
allowed to award an extra point where you see fit. So if you
All right.
wanted
This is
to
your
give
game.
Anthony the 3 and then give David 1, you are allowed to do that. You are in charge of the points.
I was just going to give a point to Maya just because I like her. She's not playing. Okay. So our points here, a camera. 10 million people reported in 2016. So it's gotten worse. Having been victims of non-consensual pornography, aka revenge porn. This does not include the people who just had people, photograph them, with upskirts, upskirt cameras and things like that. That's people who had revenge porn used against them. Childhood. Our childhood can be taken away from us if we aren't given the right to consent. In 2002, sexual abuse within the Catholic Church was investigated by the Boston Globe, and they took away the right to consent of thousands of kids. Chaperone, specifically a medical chaperone, who's a trained professional. It's an unlicensed staff member of a hospital or medical practice, and maybe an impartial observer, but it's usually the same sex as the patient who accompanies the patient during a medical procedure. Many women are familiar with this concept from having gone to our OBGYNs and having a male doctor, and then a female staff member will come in at the same time and accompany you so that there's, it's all above board and everything is nice and neat and safe. And that protects everyone. So yeah, chaperone. Let's move on. We've got one more letter.
Jessica, did
Next
you want to say
letter.
something before we go?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard about the camera thing to an FBI agent who would actually do an interview with of all people, Dr. Mike on YouTube, and what she said is that they lure kids into taking pictures of themselves and uploading it, and then they threaten them and say, if you don't give me money, then these pictures are going to go out to it's dangerous to your friends and family and stuff. So that's really scary.
It is. It is, and it's more common than people think.
Right.
10
That's what
million
she
people.
said. It's very common.
Yep. All right. Are we ready for our last one? Okay. Bring it. Letter E. Our choices are, or our objects are emotion, employment, and enthusiasm. This ought to be good. Ready, set, go. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed by the lack of complete mayhem scramble to go find an object that represents enthusiasm. You'd think enthusiasm would have a little more. Wait a minute.
Okay, I have all three.
Ooh.
Oh, and a cat.
Oh, while we're waiting for time, introduce the cat. Pay the pet tax.
We're at time, but introduce the
Oh.
cat anyway.
Yeah, right.
King Julian. Can you say hi, Julian? Oop, hairball. So the feeling that you see when you see
Okay,
Julian,
those are my emotions.
that's emotions right
Right.
there.
Oh,
Julian creates emotions. Ah,
Say it with enthusiasm.
nope. This is my employment, my business card. And
nice.
then this is my enthusiasm. This is a fan for Rose Gold Burlesque. Oh my.
Ooh.
Full disclosure, this is Maya's fan.
It's a thing. All right. Does anyone want to challenge David's mastery of all three of these objects? All right. Hearing nothing.
No, but I thought that my emotions were cute because they were emojis, but okay.
I feel unequipped to challenge David on account of I've only two representative objects, one for emotion and one
I
for
don't
employment.
know.
So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I am gonna award my extra point to Jessica then on that one because her emojis were really cute. But I'm gonna give it to David because he came to the party with all three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So emotion, another important value that is associated with consent. It's the idea that holding space for it's the idea of holding space for someone, being present, listening, and not judging. Because of all the emotions that survivors of sexual abuse may feel, holding space is important. Employment. There have been 80 workplace anti-harassment bills passed in 24 states and the District of Columbia since Alyssa Milano's 2017 Me Too related tweet. So if you think that being active, putting yourself out there, if you think the hashtags don't work, 80 workplace anti-harassment bills in 24 states and the District of Columbia. It worked. Enthusiasm. It's an important value associated with this topic, and it's enthusiastic consent. And that's the idea that consent should involve an enthusiastic affirmative that doesn't involve coercion. And it's because the whole, well, she said yes, but she really, or she said no, but she really meant yes. No, if it's not an enthusiastic yeah, then stop, you know. And so we should, instead of deferring to boys will be boys, instead of thinking, or girls will be girls, because not like it's a, you know, one-way street here. We should be saying, if the victim didn't give an enthusiastic hearty yes and didn't withdraw consent, then they have not consented. Consent means, it's when it's not just yes means yes, it's yes means yes. So with that, thank you. And bring up the point. We have, David's got 12 points.
Whoa.
Anthony has 4 points. Amy has 3 points. Jessica has 1 point. So I think David's got it. With 12 points, David, you win this round.
There you go.
All right.
That said, Tyler, we do have to do a tiebreaker for trivia. That is between David, Kiara. Is that how you pronounce your name, my darling? Kira. Wonderful. So this one is between David, Kira, and Amy. Tyler, if you would please do the honors.
Give me one moment. I am finding the question.
I feel like I need to do a drum roll. I don't think it'll come across on the microphone well.
Hmm.
The tensions are high in the Zoom.
Yeah.
I have a harmonica, which may be worse.
Okay. Tiebreaker question for the trivia contestants is did you say the rules already?
I did not.
Okay.
Read the question first, and then we will.
I got you a slide.
You got me a slide? How lovely. So, how many streets treat marital rape differently than non-marital rape? Is it 5, 7, 10, 13, or 18? The first person to nose goes gets to answer, to put their finger on their nose.
Of the three.
Of the three,
Oh,
the first
who are
person
the
to
three
nose
again?
goes. Those are David, Kira, and Amy.
Amy was first.
I'm guessing D.
That is not correct. David, you were next.
A.
That is also not correct.
Kira.
E. That is also not correct. All right, next person. You all get to go again.
Yeah. Amy, you got a second guess?
A.
You got
A.
no.
You're challenging me.
Kira.
I'm trying to remember which ones. B.
That is not the answer. Uh-oh. David.
E.
That is not the answer.
Okay.
All right, there are 5 answers and
done
we've
them all,
got 6
right?
times.
How about C?
Amy.
The answer.
Hooray, you have
Attention.
trivia bragging rights officially.
Woo!
Tyler, do we want to say what those states are? Do we
Those
know what those states are?
Yes, give me 1 second. They are Connecticut, Idaho,
Oh,
I believe is Michigan,
Michigan.
MS, Minnesota?
Mississippi.
Mississippi. There are a
Mississippi.
lot of MS states. Nevada, Ohio, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Virginia.
I'm shocked.
Serving.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, Amy, you have trivia bragging rights, and a digital certificate will be emailed to you so you can show off to all of your friends and family.
Wow.
And the scavenger
Nice.
hunt winner, who is the scavenger hunt winner again? I'm sorry.
David.
David, you will get a scavenger hunt bragging rights and digital certificate emailed to you as well. So, who is
Add it
the
to my resume.
overall winner then?
Our overall winner, I do believe, is David.
Oh,
Yeah, he
so,
had 12 points in the scavenger hunt.
okay. So then, congratulations, David. You will be getting a gift box from Nightcap, which we will have sent to you
Woohoo.
separately from your
Cool.
certificate.
I'm not sure what nightcap is.
Awesome.
What's nightcap?
So, if I may, Nightcap is a nifty little device that lives in a scrunchie. You pull it out of your scrunchie and it covers your drink. The only area left is a straw hole. There are also bottle cap toppers, therefore going to the bar, so you don't leave your drink uncovered even if you look away for just a moment.
That's
Congratulations, David.
Tyler, may I make a request?
Sure.
Well, I'm old and nobody really wants to drug me for any good reason. I would much prefer that you send it to Anthony, who is still in college. And I
Okay.
know his girlfriend, and I just want to make sure that Anthony is safe.
Cover his
Is that a
cup.
reflection on his girlfriend?
Ooh.
If I knew her well, maybe, but I don't know her well. But I think it would do better in a college environment than an old man's house. But I
I
appreciate
believe we can honor this
especially an
request.
old man who doesn't go to bars.
I am a
Yeah.
young man who doesn't go to bars.
There you go.
So when I say I'm going to the bar to pick people up, that doesn't mean going into the bar. I'm waiting in the parking lot to drive them home. Yeah, it's different.
I believe we can honor your request.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I will double check with the IYC powers that be, but I believe we can honor your request.
Cool.
Thank you.
So I hope everyone had fun and enjoyed the games and learned a bit more about consent. So thank you for joining us. Please remember, this is only the beginning of learning about this topic. Please consider committing to a weekly act to continue to raise awareness about issues related to consent. Getting informed by coming to this event was a great way to start, but there are also things you can do, like learning about people relevant to consent-related issues, such as Anita Hill, Fatima Goss-Graves, and Sandra Lee. And no matter what stage of your life you are in, consider purchasing and telling your friends about technology meant to prevent drink spiking, such as Nightcap, and its harmful effects, and other like drink spiking tests that you can have on you at any time. And familiarize yourself and educate those around you on the help signs like we went over during the scavenger hunt, and understanding consent and things like not forcing kids to give hugs. And of course, all the amazing courses, documentaries, products, and studies that are out there. To help you continue to learn about this topic, we will send our event video and infographic in a follow-up email in about a week, and we encourage you to review what you've learned and share this material with others. And right now, we will also be posting a poll. Sorry, I'm doing both
Are we
things.
still taking questions?
Oh,
Uh,
Is it too late to ask a question?
yeah, go for it.
Go for it.
So this is a question about the workplace. So some companies, because of their size, are exempt from certain protections, like an EEO. Does
Right.
this apply to all companies, or is it just companies that are above a certain size? You know,
No,
consent.
the Title IX protections apply to every company. The only EEO and Department of Labor laws that do not apply to every company are going to be things like a requirement to provide healthcare coverage and things like that, workers' comp requirement. But as far as anti-harassment, anti-bullying, those 100% apply in every workplace.
What about schools? Is that the same in college?
Definitely, it applies in schools. Yeah. I used to work for a guy who would say that, you know, sexual harassment was one of the benefits that he gave. It was humiliating working for the man. And you know, at 56, I now, like, if somebody were to sexually harass me, I would hold up a point card and be like, you know, 7, 8, you know, that was a 6, that was weak. But at 20 something, I just didn't have it. So, and that was literally just like 5 employees working there.
Yeah.
So
one of the most incredible things happened to me before, or when everybody had a flip phone and people were trying to save time, so that they would use like other people's office phones instead of using up the time on their flip phones. You guys probably, you youngins don't remember that time, but us people do. And it was during the 90s, and I was hovering over somebody's desk to make a phone call, and somebody brushed past me, met my ass, and said, "Move over, lady." I was so angry. Somebody I had to work with. Ugh.
yeah. Our person, you have a right to not be touched at work. And that means